All right, so when we last left off, we talked power loops. We had talked, so power loop, and we had talked barrel rolls, and let's get our stick cam up here real quick. Because we definitely want our stick cam. There we go. All right, let's go. Let's go. I think that's always what they say when they're playing Apex, right? Let's go. All right. So we're gonna do some. Let's see here. Last time we talked power loops, so let's power loop, real tight power loops. Boom, and we talked doing big movement barrel rolls over the top of things, and we can do them small, and we can do them over the top of like this fence, for example. Let's go next to the fence. Right, just because it's a good way to take up some space and allow you to use the space, especially when you're filming an FPV video, allow you to use the space to the most of its ability. For example, this tree, you go up over the top of it, barrel roll it, power loop went up over the top of it, and down through, obviously. Okay. So, next thing we talked about was yaw spins. Both sticks to the left, both sticks to the right. Gives us nice yaw spins. Why would I use a yaw spin? Well, I'm going to go over the top of this tree, and I'm going to yaw spin over the top of it. Okay? Now, what do I use yaw spins for? If I'm going between trees, that's a cool move, right? I go between and do the yaw spin right as I go through the center of it. So, for example, I'm going to go over these two trees here, and I'm going to go through between them, and I'm going to yaw spin, so that I want to keep the trunk of one of these trees in my view. So, as I go through, and then back on the power and go through. Alright, so I can go through here, yaw spin, that's so cool. Go through these cones, yaw spin. Okay. So once you start doing that, when you yaw spin, you can actually let off this stick and then roll out of it, which looks really cool. So I'm going to show you what that looks like real quick. Let's do it right here. So I'm going to go through here. Ooh, yaw spin. And then back. Yaw spin. Right? So anyway, it just kind of adds a little bit more something to your video. It allows the viewer to be really like kind of hypnotized, and they go, wow, that was really cool, how did he do that? Alright, so the other thing I do it for is if I'm filming cars. I like to go over the top of a car, nose down, and then yaw spin up over the top of it. Okay, same thing, houses, gazebos, whatever. I'll go over the top of it. Let's see, I think that's a car. Nope, those are tires. Let's get it back over a car here. I go over a car, and I go pop up. Oh wow, that's cool, right? So I'll go over the car, pop up, and then yaw over the top of it, just to try and keep it in view. And it's really cool for a moving target, which I'll show you here in a minute. But it's kind of become my move, as some people like to say, like, oh, that's my move. Yaw spin, and then I drop the throttle and I roll it. So it just looks kind of cool. I nose down, yaw spin, roll it. So I'm going to give you an example here. As I cruise over the top of these two cars, pop it, yaw spin, roll out. Okay, so let us do this slowly. Yaw spin, roll. Okay, so I'm going to do it over the top of this tree. I'm going to go up, yaw spin, roll. Okay. over the top of this lamppost. Yaw, spin, roll. Okay. So hold on a second here. Let me see who's texting me. Oh, Steve's texting me. Hi, Steve. My favorite buddy, Steve. So we're gonna go yaw, spin, roll. Now, what's cool is when you go over the top of something, especially if you got any sort of speed like this building, right? I cut in, and I'm going, oh, this is cool, and I go yaw, spin, roll, and I go through it, right? So it gives you this whole like dynamic movement, and you can use the momentum of the drone to actually let the drone float upwards. So you'll see, watch when I do it, and it just looks so cool. So like this white van, right? Except for to get the fuzzies in there. Let's do it again. So here I'm going to give you a for instance shoot, right? So I'm flying in like this. I'm nice and low. Pop up. Oops, that was actually just a regular roll. So hold on, let's do it one more time. Sorry. I'm not paying attention to my own self. It's late. I'm tired. But we're going to do it one more time. And as we go, we're coming in down low. And then roll out. Ooh, got some lag there. Damn it. Try it again. Okay. Coming low. Some speed. Pop up. And roll. See, I'm actually floating backwards now. So, same thing, other direction, roll. And it just looks kind of cool, and it adds some serious dynamics to your filming. So, like for example, let's get to something a little bit more interesting. And I just realized, and I did not realize this before, that this building has windows, and so I am just dying to go check out what's inside of it. Okay, so let's change scenery. Let's get us something better. And we're going to go to all tracks. We're going to go to new tracks, and we're going to cross our fingers and hope that it works. And we're going to hit OK. And I'm going to show you, if this doesn't crash, how to do this with a moving target. And nobody heard that. Okay, we got about a minute and a half left, so hopefully this thing will load. And we're going to do a yaw spin roll over the top of a moving car. Roll over the top of a moving car. Okay. All right, so here we go, racetrack. All right. Now this track does take a minute to load. It is a Chris Riley track. The guy's an amazing track designer. And with some luck, come on, baby, load up. And it does take a minute to load because it's super, super complex, amazingly programmed. If it works, which it should. And it does take a second. There we go. All right. The first thing you're going to notice is that this is just a really big grid racetrack. But oh my God, there's stuff moving over the top of it. Right? So what it does is it allows us to go, okay. Let's get a beeline on, let's find one of the big cars. There we go, big cars. All right. They do take just a second, and they'll actually all get on the road and they'll all get in line. And this is kind of like a little fun chasing, practicing. See that? Adds some kind of like coolness to it. So if I'm going in the opposite direction, so let's actually go the opposite direction. Right? So now you can kind of see the value of that move. You don't have to do it fast either. You just have to do it smoothly, slowly, and let the movement carry it through. And then you can get right back into it. So, for example, let's grab a car that's coming up here. It's going to come right around this corner, right as we go over the top of it. And I'm going to yaw spin, and then I'm going to drop right back in. Okay? So, that's actually, we're over time. That's 11 minutes, 23 seconds. Some of it was actually trying to get this stuff to load, so. But thank you, and next episode here shortly. All right.